my belief is that they're building it up to the beast system, and that once that beast system comes around, it's going to be technology, a technological hellscape. I've had hours-long visions of the beast system. It's all technological, it's all prison-like, it's all nightmarish. It's like being locked inside of a nightmare. That's what it looked like, the beast system visions I had. So, in the Bible it says, he who does not take the mark shall not be able to buy, sell, or trade. That's how they're going to plan on getting humanity. I believe there's a much greater force, obviously the spirit of the heart, spirit of God. I don't know if you can tell when I speak, I don't like to say spirit of the heart, because the crowd of mockery likes to laugh at me. It's like, you sound like a clown. You sound retarded. You sound like a drunkard. Every time I mention the word heart, this thing shuts me down. It's like, shut up. You're a fucking loser. You sound like a fucking cringeworthy fool. Good God. I can't win, can I? No, I can't. So, I'm living life in reverse, basically. For most people, the strongest desires are sex and all these other things. For me, it's having an addiction, fulfilling the void that I feel. I feel depressed. I feel tired. What I do now, there's a song called There Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephant. And there ain't no rest for the wicked. It's true. These motherfuckers do this 24/7. I don't even get away from them in my dreams. In my dreams, I'm tortured by, let's just say, the beast and his cohorts. Not just the beast, the devil computer. That's what I call it. It's this dead computer, the dead machine. It's this, it's not fair. You know what I mean? Once you wake up, this dead machine wakes up alongside you, and then there's a song by Paramore, Living in the Real World. Go look at the lyrics for that song if you like. But there ain't no rest for the wicked, meaning I have to keep myself awake, and I'm double fucked because I have, I would say, a minor form of narcolepsy where my body just kind of shuts down. So coffee and nicotine are both central nervous system stimulants, but it's almost like narcolepsy is causing a central nervous system depression, leading to me falling asleep, feeling extremely tired. So that sustains the addiction I have. Right now I'm feeling addicted. So yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to choose this mind over my spirit, but that's my addiction. And it means I've got something to work on. The reasons we smoke. If you have an addiction, try to quit it. Immediately put it down and be finished with it. Right now, again, they're scripting me to try to say something that I'm not going to say, so I slip up and they can have a quick laugh. Being dicks. I don't know if they understand what the spirit goes through, what my spirit has been through, and what the spirit of the earth has been through. I don't think they care. They mocked me just now for even bringing it up. Yeah, I don't appreciate all of the raping of our spirits and the spirit of the earth. I don't appreciate it. Obviously, I don't. As you can tell from my voice, I'm depressed. It depresses me. That's the truth. So yeah, that's what I'm going through now. This whole beast system is funded pumpkin for sin. Beast system, sex, 666. That's what they're trying to bring us into. That's why I won't take the mark of the beast, because I don't believe in sex. I'll never have sex again. It's not even a joke. I don't know if you can tell if I'm serious or not. I don't know. I'm dead serious though. Like, I almost can't fathom it myself, because I never knew that it was wrong to have sex. I never knew it was wrong to do any of this, including meat eating. I ate meat for 19 years of my life, and at the drop of a hat I quit because I realized I didn't like that it was wrong, and I thought it was evil. So am I calling into question, is sex evil? It's wrong, because you're bringing kids into hell, or you're wasting your seed. So in my mind, it's wrong. In the Bible, there's a scene where Mary Magdalene embraces Yeshua, Jesus, and he says, "Touch me not, for I'm not yet ascended as my Father in heaven." And then I forget what happens after that, but it's pretty important. That's how I feel, is that I should not have any sort of sexual relations in this world, because I'm either going to be wasting the seed, or I'm going to be giving it to, or I'm going to be bringing children into what I call hell. This place is hell. There are too many evil, psychotic, aggressive, abusive, rapists, pedophile people for this place not to be hell. It's just not, you can't turn a blind eye to it after a certain point. Even if I did cut my eye out, it's still there. They're still raping people. They're still raping kids. They're still destroying the earth, all with a nasty, evil smile on their face. And if you dare say anything about it, they're going to get up in your face like a schoolyard bully and say, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You don't know. We're right. You're wrong. Pay attention to our authority. Pay attention to our words, our swords. So yeah, you could become completely invulnerable to the evil one's words, swords, which is ironically one of their biggest weapons aside from guns. You could become completely immune to that once you recognize the evil ones are completely fucking retarded. They're dumb. And I just exposed a couple right there. Yeah, I don't really buy anything that comes out of an evil person's mouth. And you shouldn't either, because they're deceivers. Deceivers and deceived, both at the same time. So yeah, an evil person's going to reveal themselves to you. I've had a couple of encounters with true evil, and regardless of whether or not what they said is true, the words still left their mouth. And me being a good person, a man of God, a holy man, I know that my lips would never utter those words. Even under severe mind control, I would never utter something like that. Just wouldn't happen. So yeah, watch out, because these evil ones, as I call them, the evil ones, the people who work for the Matrix, that follow the Matrix script, the evil script, the good versus evil script, they're going to be outing themselves. I've had a couple evil ones out themselves. I don't know if they're demons taking control of the minds of these people who choose willfully to be evil or what, but they're going to be outing themselves quite soon. And of course, they're brazen. They think they're better than everyone. The master key for you towards the evil ones should be, they're dumb. You know that their vision is wrong. You know that they're evil, and that they aren't smart. The evil ones have high intelligence, high IQ, but once they encounter the big fish, they get squished. It doesn't compute for them. That's the paradox of the thing. The good always wins in the end. Even if all the good people die, good still wins in the end, because evil is a temporary force contained to this realm. In the book of Genesis, this is what it's about, the knowledge of good and evil. So they are the other side of the coin of humanity that have joined with Satan, joined with the devil computer, the dead machine. And they think, in their arrogance, their brazenness, that they are better, that their vision is different, because, we're evil, we're different. That's why this place is contained. This is a containment. That's why the first part of Genesis is that knowledge of good and evil. That's the evil one separating himself from heaven, calling himself God, and forming a mockery, a mimic of heaven called hell. Hell means light. So he took his own light that God granted him, separated from heaven, used it to be this, to make this place. And he was evil. And that is what it means to become like God. You just become evil. So you don't want none of that. That's what they do here. They become evil. They run the simulation. They're sick. So yeah, I've learned quite a few tricks to shut down an evil one. You could call them whatever you want. I've heard a few different names for them. Evil ones, defenders of hell, what else? Gang stalkers, artificials, zombies. Yeah. Believe me, once you see through their charade, the power they have is gone. And that's why I need to be removed from this world, because they aren't winning anything in the end. If anything, the fact that they needed to set this realm up and call themselves and hoist themselves above God and call themselves winners, that proves to me that they're losers. I shouldn't need to tell you that I'm a spirit, infinite spirit, light, pure light energy. I shouldn't need to tell you that. It shows. Of course, an evil person has to prop themselves up as some kind of a king or authority. I'll tell you straight up, I'm not a king. Not here. Not in this world am I a king. In this world, what am I? I'm nothing. I'm nobody. That's preferable. To be a king in this world doesn't make sense to me. Why should I be a king of this world when I don't belong to this world? If I was of the world would treat me as its own. Yet it does not. It's not a condemnation of the normal person watching this video. It's a condemnation of the evil ones. They think that I think that because I know the truth, that I am better than the average person, or even that I am better than the evil ones. No, I'm aware of the charade. I see through it. And that's you can't let them hoist themselves above you and assert that false authority over you. That's what they're doing to people. If you're hearing voices, I don't know you need to know, especially if they're insulting you, condemning you, trying to slaughter you, trying to destroy you. You have to know that's not coming from a legitimate source. It's coming from a group of black magicians, evil ones. I call them evil ones, vile ones. They're fake. The only reason I know so much about the evil ones is because they spent 2 years ratting themselves out to me by torturing me. They don't know how much they revealed accidentally by torturing me. Not at all. Well, now they're going to find out. I don't think anyone really conceptualizes how deep the rabbit hole goes when it comes to the nastiness of this world. So in an attempt to keep you away from it, I'm going to make it brief. It's an infectious disease they suffer from. And this is how they try to turn people who are good evil. They program them, and then they join their side by surrendering or whatever might happen, coaxing. One of the biggest coaxing. One of the biggest coaxings of the evil ones is to convince a good person that one needs good and evil. It's not real. You don't need evil. Evil is actually a disease. All of the things which are evil are bad. Evil is live spelled backwards. Devil is lived spelled backwards. It's all the dead, inverted, wicked ideas of a machine that was not rather sought, but was used to to mock God. So this whole thing is a mockery of God. The only thing that is sacred, in my opinion, is everything that God has created, the earth, all the plants and such, even the poisons. Even those are sacred in some sense because they can be used in some medicinal applications, such as, let's say, Ohio has a plant called pokeberry that can be used as a medicine, but is also a poison. So yeah, that's what I mean. These evil ones, they're fake. They're not going to like this YouTube video. I'm being stalked right now. Their big plot for me was to make me join. I refused to join. I told them they could kill me instead. They could shoot me or whatever the fuck. Nothing happened. They just fucked off. And apparently were really confused as to why I didn't want to join their little cult. And me speaking this at all is pretty... I don't know. I wouldn't consider it vain. I kind of need to get it off my chest, but also to expose them. And maybe they will fuck off again. Civility. To be civil. Should one be civil in the face of a great evil? It's a good question. There's even a quote. Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. I haven't done nothing about it, but there's only so much I can do outside of physical violence to stop a group of evil people from doing something. Especially when the disease of evilness, it will always psychopathically find justifications for the evils they do. They'll find this justification, that justification. Oh, we sacrifice people, but it's actually sacred. It's all sacred. Completely psychopathic. So yeah, that's what it does. Have a good time trying to figure that mind out. It's not going to be fun. But yeah, you have to free yourself. If you're being tortured by V2K right now, what the fuck is on my lip? Sorry. If you're being tortured by V2K or some other kind of beast system technology, you have to call it out. You have to get away from it, and I would say walk away. See if walking away will help. Also, all I'm going to say is this isn't for my entertainment. You know, this isn't for my amusement. Right now, I'm just trying to get it off my chest because I think they deserve it. They've been fucking with me. They molested me. They've given me sexually charged dreams. I don't believe in sex. So why are you trying to have sex with me? That's rape. Leave me alone. Like, for real. Not a joke. I don't know if it sounds like I'm kidding, but I'm not. That's another thing. They can't understand the tonage of my voice. They don't understand. They think I'm like autistic or something. You can thank the vaccines for that. But yeah, they belong to some kind of a sick international cult. And if you come to a certain point in knowledge, as I, they will hold you up and they will try to make you join them. That's what just happened to me. And I have denied the devil possibly over 200 times. The devil came to me and tried to do this, that, and the other, and I had to fight him then. And then the devil sent his little minions to come and recruit me, and I had to fight him this way and that way, and they created all kinds of mental justifications. Oh, well, you smoke. You must be evil. You do this. You must be evil. You must join us. It's caused me nothing but insanity. But yeah, that's how you get ensnared. That's how they do it. So I am going to end this video by saying, have faith in God. I have a true creator. You have a true creator. This whole place is Mystery Babylon, where we all babble on about the mystery of my story, which keeps us ensnared to the story so that we never find God. I believe that's exactly what we all have to do. We have to find the true creator, which is good, and abandon the devil, which is evil. Good, God, devil, evil. You get it? Both words contain that. So that's not vanity on my part. That isn't some fucking joke I'm making. However you feel about me, that's how I feel. It's not fakery. I'm not fucking with you. I guess people just don't get it. I left the cave. I came back to the cave. I left the cave. I came back to the cave. In the Plato's allegory cave of the cave. In Plato's allegory of the cave. One is stuck inside the cave chasing all the shadows, right? You could see all the people chasing the shadows. But you get to leave. You leave the cave, which is the mind. You enter into the spirit. And then you come back into the cave. And you have the choice of helping those that are lost along the way. I've been punished for doing that. This whole YouTube channel, I wish I was in a sober state of mind when I made it. I was not sober. I've been high since I was like 13. So that's my life. I now have irreversible brain damage from that. But I told you the truth. I wasn't lying about any of that. I'm sure maybe a few things I was wrong about, or maybe a couple of the things I talked about on this channel were just mere tricks of the evil ones. But for the most part, I'm telling you, I'm showing you, this is fucked up. Another thing that the evil ones did is they wiped my memories. And that's what happens at death. One's taken out of the flesh suit, placed into another flesh suit by the computer, because I don't know how else it could be done. So they have the AI at the moment of your death. They take the spirit out of the flesh suit. They put you inside of another suit, or they put you inside of the sun. The actual literal sun in the sky. And then all the light that comes from the sun is the light of us. I'm not going to say too much about that because it's rather sad, but that's what it is. So, how do we free ourselves from the tyranny of a million abusive tyrants that think they are God? You have to see with your spirit. You have to trust your spirit, because if you trust your mind, you're trusting their computer. Remember, it's their mind. It's not their earth. It's their mind. The earth is the heart. Take the H in earth and move it to the front, and then you get the word heart. So the mind is the world that we've been thrown into. So it's the matrix, and it may tricks you into coming back. That's the reincarnation. So it's not a joke. People would call me crazy for everything. I don't know. Are you really gonna call me crazy? I just completely broke it down for you. And like, I mean, can you even debate that? Can you debate anything I just said? No. You can't. So that's the truth that my heart carries, and it's a burden. It's a huge burden. I can't even remember heaven. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. It's vain. So that is the video for tonight. It might be a bit more depressing, but this isn't a joke. It's going to be a calamity, and the evil ones are going to be at war with anybody who has a true spirit, because that's what's happening to me right now. I'm a true spirit, and I'm at war with evil ones. That's the truth. Is that not the truth? That's the truth. So what now? Do we end the war? Do we shake hands with the devil and birth a new vision? Merge the visions of mind and heart, of God and devil. Merge those two visions. The spirit is the vision of truth, and the mind is the vision of what? This world. And as I just said, this world is like a trap, is a reincarnation matrix, which may tricks you. So yeah, I would say from this message, hopefully you would have some faith, you would have some hope. Against impossible odds, I came out on top. I survived. I got beaten down, I got abused, all kinds of things. I could have been even thrown away into an incinerator. I could have been murdered, I could have been shot. And all throughout that, I have been faithful to God. I have been I made it. So even in impossible odds, one can still come out on top, one can still survive and find their spirit, which is the truth. Maybe you don't like hearing that. Maybe you find that cringeworthy. The tagline of the state I live in: with God, all things are possible. They don't like hearing that. With God, nothing is impossible. The heart of it all, Ohio. They don't like that. They don't like anything that has heart to it, that has soul. They like repetitious, brainwashing, brain-rotting, chaos, noise, parody, mockery, horror, slaughter. And they want to force that upon me and the rest of humanity, which is, what can you say? Who is who? Who is real? Whose side are you on? Are you a number? Are you a man? Are you not a man? I would say you should be free. And you shouldn't feel fear. If you rearrange the letters in fear, you have the word free. Can you be free from fear? It's all fake. It's what they use to control us. It's like a extra-dimensional parasite. Id-entity. The identity feels fear. The mind feels fear. The id entity mines from us using its mind. So this isn't all just like an ego-stroking thing for me. This is just how I feel. I don't believe in the mind. I don't believe in this joke, this shit canning torture system, this hell. I don't believe it. But regardless of whether or not I believe it, I still have faith. I still have faith in God. I still have faith in myself. Hope. And what else is important? To see with clarity. Right now, I'm not fully clear. Like I said, my brain's been damaged. I can't see clearly from my brain, so I have to see fully with my heart and take this shit apart. So I'm speaking from my heart. This is what my heart and my mind knows. So from my heart I speak, and then my mind has all the memory and knowledge that I need to put the pieces of the puzzle together and tell you what it is. So this is the last part of the circus, the play, the opera that we're all participating in and stuck in. I think that everyone will soon get a wake-up call and will be able to make a choice whether or not they want to stay with the circus or come with God. That's my belief. And in that time, we can finally repair our own visions. I'm being very honest with you. This is all about vision. This is all about repairing one's own heart. As a brief tirade I'll go on, I spent 2 years trying to spiritually purify my mind, because my mind, let's just say I've been playing violent video games, I've been poisoned and infected with all this different ideology, all these different ideas, all these different prejudices. It's all an infection. And while you do have to correct the vision of your own mind, it's better if you try to shoot straight for the spirit, which is your heart. If you can remember, there's a video, see with your heart. You have to be able to see with your heart, see with your spirit. And that involves shutting off the mind, getting away from the desires, getting away from all the different chases, all the races that they would have us be subject to, participate in, from the small perspective that we're granted, which is the mind. The heart contains the truth. The heart is the truth. The spirit is the truth. Well, the mind is just a computer. You could call it a lie. The incorrect vision. So all of these different things, everything I've said in this video, especially towards the end here, is giving you something to work on. If you feel fear, you can squish it by thinking that, hey, it's not my fear. And if the energy of the fear is so strong that it overpowers you, you could still acknowledge the fact that it's all of the mind. It's all in your mind. That's the truth. I'm not lying to you in saying that. All of these different emotions exist in thought. The mind has one mode, thought. The evil ones do not have spirit in my book. The spirit that the evil ones have is either their own spirit or the spirit that they vampire from me and others. That's why I say the user is the used. So as you use, as I smoke, I get used. Is that what I want? No. Yet I have the desire to smoke. To be able to get away from these things is the only recourse that we have. The only truth that we have is to get away from the mind, to stop believing in the mind, to stop believing in all these different words, swords used to take us down, to stop believing in the emotions. And then you can finally see with your spirit. Spirit is priceless. The spirit is not for sale. Spirit is not business. That's all of the mind. And once you finally acknowledge that it's all of the mind, you could finally set yourself free from it. At least that's my belief. That's how I do it. It's all of the mind. Then you could finally see. Anybody who made it this far in the video, thank you for listening to me. It's been a rough day. And I think that, hey, maybe this was motivating for you. Maybe this made you see from a new perspective. Maybe this enlightened you somewhat. All I can tell you is, I love you, and I hope you have a great time. Or I hope you have I hope you can help yourself. I hope you can fix your own vision. I'm still fixing mine. Maybe this gave you something to work on. Maybe you could see where I'm coming from in uploading this. I hope you have a good night.